Hey guys, sorry I didn't have a video yesterday. Had a bunch of stuff going on, more than normal. But today is Wednesday, May the 1st of May. Already, this year's flying by too. Goodness. Welcome to everybody. I'm going to go over the trades real quick, if there's any. This is the pound dollar. Of course, it's on the 1 hour. That's the line right there, which is purple on mine, could be black on yours, or even a dark green, depending on your computer. That is a yearly pivot. You can see what happened. We got up there, actually closed above it several times, but it failed. Come back, and now we're trying to reach back up there. So I would think this is going to be a buy in here. Going to retest this at least from where it's at, which is going to be basically 50 something pips from where it's trading right now, and it could push up even a little bit higher. So the stop, of course, would be down here at that low, which is 62, so that's actually about 40, that's normal. I'm starting to find that the 40s on there's a chance to get in. Let's see, 1 2 3 4. Actually, I may have it right there at that low, which is just 67, so that's only 36, so that's not as bad for a buy on the pound dollar. The Aussie dollar, looking toward the same thing, but it just doesn't look as good right now as the pound dollar does. But if you're going to do a buy, that low right there, that candle that was off the FOMC news at 2 o'clock, that would have to be your stop. So it would kind of be a low risk trade right there. Of course, as usual, I have to say this is for trading education purposes only. Trade at your own risk. Trade it with only money that you can afford to lose. Trading is risky, so do your own due diligence and research before taking trades. Now that we got the advertisements out of the way, pound CAD is in a 1 hour sale. It's really not going anywhere, but it is looking pretty good for a sale. So that let's see how much this would be. The stop loss would be at 72.23, and we're trading at 93, so that's 30 plus the pips. So I'm interested in this pound CAD for a sale opportunity. Pound yen, it's just not, it's not doing anything. I mean, look at that. That candle, we have stayed within this candle right here. Nothing to do on that thing. I'm only taking sales only, so and that is on the Aussie yen. I'm only taking sales. The euro yen, I'm only taking sales. The CAD yen, I'm only taking sales. And the New Zealand yen, I'm only taking sales. So there's not setups on any of those, even though it is making a big candle. There's still nothing there. Still waiting on the Japanese yen, the Bank of Japan, to step in and slam everything back down. Make the yen will be strong. So we'll see how that goes. And oh goodness, let's see, where else am I at? Trying to check all this stuff out while I'm still looking at it. Okay. So the pound CAD, I'm looking for a short. The euro New Zealand, it is in a sale on the 1 hour, but let's see how far up. See, we are 183.50, so we're 270 something away from yearly resistance. That sure looks like that's where she's headed. Now that's not going to happen tonight or tomorrow, so, but I would like to see how this ran away on the Euro New Zealand on the 1 hour. Didn't really get a chance to get in. I'm looking for a pullback back down into here, somewhere around the 50s, 179.50s, for a opportunity to buy. And the pound New Zealand is the same way. See, it's in a sell and it's already working the sell. The Euro Aussie is in a 1 hour sell too. And this is the only thing that I'm in. And that's for when it goes up in here. This is my, it tried to run away. Fortunately, it didn't run away. It pushed back up into here. I was like 9 something last night during the Asian session in it, but I'd said on the video on Monday, watch out for a possible sell opportunity coming up on the Euro Aussie. Now I've taken off half the position and I have moved my stop down. I thought about keeping it right here, but with this big candle, I don't like that, so I have to gotta move it down. So my second half is going to make money just as much as my first half if I get stopped out. But if it continues down, takes out this low, then we'll see where it continues at, if it's a big candle or a little candle after it takes that out. So that'll be later on tonight before I make that decision. But anyway, the first half was taken off on the Euro Aussie. The second half is at the high, right at the high. It's not above the high, it's right at the high. And so it's going to make good money too, hopefully more as it pushes down. Euro CAD is in a 1 hour sale and it's coming back up into the sale, so that's interesting right there. But I'm not sure I'm going to take that sale, because we're above the yearly pivot and we may try to stay above the yearly pivot, because in the yearly resistance, the next one is a good distance away. So any kind of retraces might not be very big on the Euro CAD. Pound Aussie is in a 1 hour sell. It tried to sell off. It did come back up. The high was 193.09. That high was 192.85. So that was 24 plus 4 on the spread. That was a $28 risk. But because I'm already in the Euro Aussie, I didn't want to be in the Pound Aussie because those move together. So that means you can double your money or double your loss. So I'd rather just be in one of them and control it. Of course, this one would have worked too, just like the Pound Aussie. I mean the Euro Aussie. But anyway, CAD Yen is still pushing down. Looks like the Bank of Japan is trying to step in here. Kinda, sorta. And let me see what the USDJPY. Whew, it's been a long day. How's it doing? Coming down too? Yes, it's coming down too. So this could be the start of the Bank of Japan stepping in to make the yen stronger and drive all the other currencies down, like the New Zealand yen. You see that. The pound yen. You see that. Euro yen. You see that. That's going down. And Aussie yen. Yep, right there. So just be careful. This could be them, or it could be just a, hey, we're going to try to scare you guys, drive it down, and then it gradually turns around and heads back up. We shall see. But remember, there is news here in the U.S. Friday morning at 8:30, and it's the non-farm payroll. Now lately that hasn't been doing really anything, because the PPI and the CPI are the two main things now that the Fed is looking out to do something about interest rates, whether stay pat, raise them or lower them. So that's kind of been the movers, is those two news products. That looks like we're coming down to here, doesn't it? I think that's going to stop somewhere in there. On the Aussie yen, that's yearly support right there. The euro yen, oh, we crashed below it on it, so we're looking pretty good. On that one, and let's see if there's another. That was a euro CAD yen. Okay, it crashed below it too, which is good. So this could be as big a move as that is right now. Could be the yen stepping in. Japanese yen, of course, is coming down to here. So because this just be a flush down, and then they're going to turn it around for the news that's going to be coming out, because they know, they have inside information, the brokerage houses do, about what the report says. And so they try to make these charts look like it's going some direction, and then all of a sudden it turns around, and then you know what the reason is why it did. But anyway, the pound CAD, the pound dollar, the pound CAD, it is in a sell. It does look like a good sell coming up on the pound CAD, because it looks like it's going to be a low risk trade. But because the CAD is weak, that it's also weak against the pound. Pound New Zealand. Excuse me. So that's everything for today. If you guys got any questions or comments, feel free to go to my video. Underneath the video, there's a comment section. Just put your comment or question in there, and I usually can get back to it pretty quick. I've had several people that's asked for to purchase my strategy, which I'm never going to sell. I'm just not. I've seen too many people on YouTube that had done that, and the people that bought them wound up changing it just a little bit and sold it as their own, and I'm not going to have nobody do that. I don't need the money for that anyway, so I'm going to stay the way that it is. You're welcome to follow me. Like I said, do your own research. Please do not trade with money that you can't afford to lose. Don't use mortgage, rent, car note, food for the kids, family. Please don't use money that you put aside for that. Don't. If you are, please stop. Do a demo account and learn. That way you don't lose anything, and try to save money through the whole process while you're learning. So hopefully that's what's going to happen, and I hope that you do that. And the video will be out in about 15 or 20 minutes, and I should have a video tomorrow, but I do have to take the dog to the vet. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, about 1:30. I don't know how long we're going to be there, so hopefully everything's okay with her. She's been a little sick and not acting herself, so we're going to get her checked out, get examined, all that stuff. So hopefully she's going to be fine, or if it's something just simple that they can take care of. So you guys have a great evening. Please protect your trades if you're in them. The only one I'm in is Euro Aussie short, and I've already taken off half the position, but I moved my stop down because of that big candle. So it's at the top up here of that, but it's going to make money on my second half too, so I'm not concerned. I just go about my business and keep looking at other stuff, which could be the Aussie dollar. There's a chance. The pound dollar, there's a chance of buys coming up. But the everything else, the Aussie yen is crashing. Anything tied to the yen. So you see where they're at on these things, and we'll see if there's rejection around these, because the pound yen, I think, was at it. Yep, it's coming up to it. It's going to come down to it. The New Zealand yen is actually below it already. Has been. It didn't even close above it. So it hit it, hit it. We never closed above it, and then now we failed. But I got a feeling this is somehow tied to the news that's coming up on Friday. This is probably that they know what it says, so they've got to drive this the way that they want to get it, so then they can turn it around and suck everybody in. So hopefully that's the way it's going to be. For that, the U.S. is still, it's coming down pretty good actually. Coming down pretty good actually, so hopefully this is the start of that, but I'm not sure. Won't know after till the unemployment report comes out on Friday. Remember, on Friday morning at 8:30 here in the U.S. That's Eastern time. So you guys have a good evening, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.